Hey everybody, I'm here today with a beginner driving lesson on sharing the road with cyclists. So cyclists are basically people that are riding bicycles on the road or around the road area. And there are essentially three things to keep in mind when you are trying to share the road with a cyclist. Now just remember, on the road there are other road users, right? Drivers are only one version of the possible road users that can be on the road. There are sometimes pedestrians that are crossing the street. There are sometimes cyclists that are riding. There are other road users to be concerned about. And with all of that being said, these are the things that you have to consider when you are sharing the road with them. So let's just pull over to the side and I'll get right into this. Number one is give them enough space. So depending on where you live, there will likely be certain regulations with regards to the amount of space that you have to leave for a cyclist on the road. It's going to be different for many different places where you're driving, so I can't give you a specific distance. However, where I live in Toronto, there's a certain distance that you have to leave for the cyclist. What I always like to do is I like to leave more than enough space, because I know that if something were to happen, if a car and a cyclist were to collide, the person in the car would be relatively protected. The person on the bicycle would not. So with that being said, I have that in my mind, and that's why I leave them more than enough space. So what I do is if someone is riding their bicycle in the right lane, I just go to the next lane over. I just give them the entire lane, okay? And as a cyclist, it's sometimes referred to as taking your lane. They should be taking their lane. They should be using up the amount of space that's given to them. So if I see a cyclist riding, whether they're riding to the side or in the middle of the lane, I always switch lanes. And that's what you should do too. You need to steer clear of the cyclist, of the person riding the bicycle, because you don't want to injure them. You don't want to be any cause for anyone's injury, and you want to make sure that they're safe, because they are road users as well, and they are people as well. Okay? People only think about drivers when they're driving. You got to think about everyone that's on the road. The second thing to keep in mind is to be courteous for them. Now, there's something simple that many drivers do that oftentimes will cause serious injury to a person riding a bicycle. That is opening their door. So sometimes people park their car and they just open their door. They don't look in their mirror. They don't look behind them. And what happens is, sometimes they open the door and the cyclist will collide with the door. That's not being courteous to them. Sometimes people will just squeeze beside the cyclist. They won't give them a lot of space. That's not being courteous to them. Sometimes people will not even care about the cyclist. That's not being courteous to them. We have to share the road with them. Drivers have to share the road with people riding bicycles and other road users. There's one simple little trick that you can do that will reduce the likelihood of you opening your door in front of a person riding a bicycle. And it is basically when you take your opposite hand and you reach over and you open the door with that hand. This is my left hand. This is the door close to my left hand. I can open the door like that with my left hand, just like that. But instead, if I were to take my right hand and open the door with my right hand, it forces me pretty much to look in the direction of the mirror, which allows me to look down the lane beside me to see if there's a bicyclist, a cyclist, a person riding a bicycle, a person walking a pet, who knows? It could be anything, right? Any road user or another car. So just reaching over to open the door with your opposite hand, right? The door's on my left side right here. I'm reaching over with my right hand to open it, and it forces me to look in my mirror just like that. Something so simple. The third thing to consider and keep in mind is that cyclists and drivers should both follow the rules. Now, I know what happens, right? Like I ride a bicycle and I drive a car and I walk places. So I sort of get to see all different perspectives. And what usually happens is this: people riding bicycles think that drivers don't follow the rules. Drivers think that cyclists don't follow the rules. And because they're angry at each other, they both purposely don't follow the rules that pertain to each other, because they're like, drivers would be like, oh, if cyclists don't follow the rules, I don't have to follow the rules. And cyclists would be like, oh, if drivers don't follow the rules, I don't have to follow the rules. And that's not true. Both groups of people need to make an effort together, okay? It's as simple as that. cyclists and drivers have to be aware of what the rules are for sharing the road with each other and follow the rules. I'm talking to you, cyclists and drivers. If you're watching this video and you ride a bicycle, I'm talking to you. If you're watching this video and you drive a car, I'm talking to you. We all have to follow the rules if we want this to work, okay? I want fewer injuries on the road. That's why I'm making this video. I want fewer disagreements between cyclists and drivers. That's why I'm making this video. As drivers, if you're watching this video as a driver, you have to share the road with cyclists. And also, as a cyclist, if you're watching this, you got to share the road with other drivers. It's as simple as that. And that's basically it. This has been a beginner driving lesson on sharing the road with cyclists. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.